Okay, guys. In the last class, we had discussed about the problems regarding to the translational systems. In this class, we will start the mechanical rotational system. So, as we had discussed in the previous classes, the system was replaced or maybe can be obtained by using the three elements. Those are one is moment of inertia that we can represent with a m in the translation system. Here we will represent with the j, and the second one is the dash part. Second one is the dash part that will be represented with the some maybe b and torsional spring. Torsional spring that will be represented with a k. So the moment of inertia of mass and frictional coefficient of dash part and spring. These three, by using these three, we are able to obtain a system. Right? Why we are using these three means whenever we will apply a force on any system, if you apply a force in any system, we can represent this system with the combination of moment of inertia, dash part, or simply we can call it a mass, and the spring. So whenever you will apply force on a system, either this one or this one or this one or maybe combination of these three things will oppose this force. That will be estimated by the Newton's second law of motion for rotational systems. If you use the rotational systems, we can call it as Newton's second law of motion for the rotational systems. Well, now if we will discuss about the translation systems, we can call it as Newton's second law for the translation systems. We can define like that. But itself we are discussing about the rotational systems, then we will apply the torque on the system. We will apply the torque on the system. Whenever we will apply the torque on the system, the opposing torques are due to mass and dash part and spring. To frame a mathematical equation, first you should know the opposing force equations for the dash part and moment of inertia. That one is mass and spring. We'll see what are the mathematical equations for the opposing forces due to mass, dash part, and spring. And before going that one, first we'll discuss about the symbols using in a mechanical rotational system. The first symbol is the theta. Here, theta will be represented for the angular displacement. Theta will be represented for the angular displacement, and automatically velocity or angular velocity will be represented by the d theta by dt. That should be your v. And angular velocity, the units for this one is the radians per second. So in the translation systems, it was meters per second. Now it is a radians per second. And the next one is the acceleration, that is d square theta by dt square, that is equal to angular acceleration, right? So here for this one is the units are radians per second square, d square theta by dt square. Now we'll use the T as for the applied force or applied torque. The unit for this one is the Newton meter. And the moment of inertia coefficient is J, that is moment of inertia. Already we have discussed about this one. So moment of inertia, that is kg per meter square per radians. And beta is, or B is the rotational frictional coefficient. Rotational frictional coefficient. The unit for this one is the Newton meter or radians per second. Finally, K, that will define the stiffness of the spring. Stiffness of the spring. These are the symbols we are using while we are discussing about the mechanical rotational systems. The theta displays the angular displacement. The units for this one is the radius, and velocity d theta by theta, and acceleration d square theta by dt square, applied torque T, moment of inertia J, and rotational frictional coefficient B, and K, stiffness of the string. as per our previous discussion, we can define a system with a mass and friction and elasticity property. To define a mass in a translation system, we will use the moment of inertia. Here we will use the moment of inertia by due to moment of inertia of mass, we will use J here, and dash part for the represent of a friction, and spring to represent the elasticity property of the system. Okay. Now we'll see the mathematical equations. That is why we should we need the mathematical equation. Means if we'll apply a force, that is in terms of a torque, here we'll represent the torque. So when you will apply the force or torque to a system, the torque will be opposed by these three elements of a system. What are those three? Moment of inertia of mass, and frictional coefficient of spring, and elasticity property, frictional coefficient of dash part, elasticity property of spring. So that's based upon the Newton's second law. Always the applied force equal to the opposing forces. Newton's second law of motion, as per the Newton's second law of motion. So the opposing forces ఏంటి వాటి యొక్క mathematical equation estimate చేయడం కోసం we'll see the each and every one. The first one is moment of inertia or mass. Moment of inertia or mass. So this will be represented by, suppose with a J, and both sides are the completely free sides. And whenever I will apply a force on this one, suppose if I am applying a force in this direction with a T, then the displacement I will denote theta. So మనం ఆల్రెడీ లాస్ట్ క్లాస్ లో డిస్కస్ చేసాం. మనం ఏ డైరెక్షన్ లో అయితే మనం ఫోర్స్ అప్లై చేస్తున్నామో డిస్ప్లేస్మెంట్ అదే డైరెక్షన్ లో మెజర్ చేస్తాం, ఎందుకంటే సిస్టమ్ లో అటు సైడ్ మాత్రమే మీకు మూవ్మెంట్ ఉంటుంది. సో హియర్ T is applied force, and Tj here, T is the applied force or applied torque, and Tj is the opposing torque due to moment of inertia of a body. Moment of inertia of a body, right? So moment of inertia of body will oppose this applied torque. So as per Newton's second law, the applied force equal to always opposing force, T equal to Tj, right? So T equal to Tj మనం ఎలా మెజర్ చేస్తామంటే, as per Newton's second law we know that the applied force always equal to the mass times acceleration. But here we are discussing about the rotation systems. The mass will be represented by the J, and A is nothing but d square theta by dt square. So as per Newton's second law, T equal to Tj equal to J into d square theta by dt square. That is, whenever we will apply some torque on the system, that torque will be opposed by the mass of that system. Then if you want to make some mathematical equation, we will represent that opposite force with a J into d square theta by dt square. So now we'll see the second one. What is the second one? That one is the dash part. The second one is dash part. So the dash part will be used to represent the friction of the system. Dash part will use to represent the system friction of the system. While we are discussing about the dash part, the mass and elasticity of the systems will be avoidable things or maybe negligible parameters. Whenever we will apply a torque on the dash part, it will oppose the torque. It will oppose the torque which is proportional to the angular velocity of the body. So the Tb is directly proportional with the velocity of the body, angular velocity of the body. ఆల్రెడీ మనం ఎందుకు యాక్సిలరేషన్ కాదు, ఎందుకు ఓన్లీ వెలాసిటీ అనేది మనం ట్రాన్స్లేషన్ సిస్టమ్ డిస్కస్ చేసేప్పుడు ఆల్రెడీ డిస్కస్ చేసాం, రైట్? సో వెన్ ఎవర్ యూ అప్లై ద T as per Newton's second law, T equal to Tb, that is directly proportional to the velocity of the body. The dash part will be represented like this. Here I will attach one end to the wall. I will apply the force T, and the applied force, the displacement is the theta, right? Here you will observe that one end wall attach చేసి ఉంటాం. సో అనదర్ ఎండ్ ఫ్రీ, ఓన్లీ ఒక సైడ్ మాత్రమే మీకు మూమెంట్ ఉంటుంది. సో దెన్ T equal to TB equal to, what is the frictional coefficient? That is a B into velocity ki already we know that one, d theta by dt. That is, whenever you apply the torque on the system, if that system have dash part, that is a frictional point of view, then the opposing torque equation is the B into d theta by dt. Okay, in the same way, if whatever the dash part, that will be free in the both ends. అంటే ఒక ఎండ్ వాల్ కింద కనెక్ట్ చేసినాము కదా, అలా వాల్ కనెక్ట్ చేయకుండా బోత్ ఎండ్స్ ఫ్రీగా ఉన్నప్పుడు ఎలా డిఫైన్ చేస్తాం? సో హియర్ ఐ విల్ ట్రీట్ ఇట్ as a theta1, and in this direction displacement I can call it as a theta2, because it may or may not have the equal displacements in the both sides. యాంగులర్ రొటేషన్ ఏదైతే ఉందో ఆ యాంగులర్ రొటేషన్స్ బోత్ సైడ్, అంటే డాష్ పార్ట్ కి ఇటు సైడ్ అలాగే డాష్ పార్ట్ కి ఇటు సైడ్ సేమ్ ఉండాలని లేదు, ఒక్కొక్కసారి ఉంటాయి, ఒక్కొక్కసారి మే నాట్ బి. వై? బికాస్ ద ఫోర్స్ మే బి నాట్ డిస్ట్రిబ్యూటెడ్ ఈక్వల్లీ బోత్ సైడ్స్. మీరు ఏ టార్క్ అయితే అప్లై చేస్తున్నారో ఆ టార్క్ బోత్ సైడ్స్ ఈక్వల్ గా డిస్ట్రిబ్యూట్ అవ్వాలని లేదు. సో ఇన్ దట్ సినారియో, if you feel that theta1 greater than theta2, then your torque equation, that is the TB equal to the B into d of theta1 minus theta2 divided by dt. Otherwise, if theta1 less than theta2, then your TB equal to B into d of theta2 minus theta1 divided by dt. Okay, so these are the equations we will use to represent the opposition torque due to a dash part. The dash part used for the represent the frictional property of the system. Okay, now we'll move to the final one. That one is the spring. The last one is spring, right? Here we'll represent the spring with this denotation. Here in this direction we'll apply the T. For the basic one, ఒక సైడ్ నేను వాల్ కి అటాచ్ చేసి పెట్టాను. సో whenever you apply the T, here the displacement will be theta. ఒక సైడ్ మీరు వాల్ కి అటాచ్ చేసినప్పుడు ఆ సైడ్ మీకు ఎటువంటి డిస్ప్లేస్మెంట్ ఉండదు, బికాస్ దట్ వాస్ కంప్లీట్లీ అటాచ్డ్ విత్ ద వాల్. లైక్ whenever twisting a towel, దట్ మీన్స్ మీరు బట్టలు ఉతికిన తర్వాత ఆ టవల్ ని ట్విస్ట్ చేసినప్పుడు ఒక ఎండ్ ఒక సైడ్ కాన్స్టెంట్ గా పెట్టేసి ఇంకో ఎండ్ కనుక మీరు ట్విస్ట్ చేస్తే కాన్స్టెంట్ గా ఉన్న సైడ్ ఎటువంటి డిస్ప్లేస్మెంట్స్ ఎలాగ ఉండవు. సో లైక్ దిస్ వన్, రైట్? సో for this one, if you will apply the T, that is applied torque, when you will apply the torque on the system, that is the T, this spring will oppose the torque that will be denoted with the Tk. As per Newton's second law of motion, the applied torque always equal to the opposition. Applied torque always equal to the opposition torque, that is the Tk. T equal to Tk. Then what is the mathematical equation of the opposition force due to a spring? As per the basic definition, the toroidal spring offers the opposing torque which is proportional to the angular displacement of the body. Spring, that means the toroidal spring will offer the opposition torque which is proportional to the angular velocity of the body. That is, it is directly proportional with the not angular velocity, it's a displacement, that is theta. What is the proportionality constant? Proportionality constant is a k into theta. సో మనం అప్లై చేసిన టార్క్ కి స్ప్రింగ్ అపోజ్ చేసే టార్క్ కి సంబంధించిన ఈక్వేషన్ మనం డినోట్ చేయాల్సి వచ్చినప్పుడు we will use this one. As per the basic properties, we can conclude that whenever the mass will oppose the applying torque, that applied torque is directly proportional with the mass times acceleration for the mass, and for the dash part, the opposition torque equal to the, it's directly proportional to the velocity. But when coming to the spring, it is only directly proportional to the displacement. These are the three equations we will use. If applied torque, that is opposing torque is a mass, that is the Tj, then your equation equal to J into d square theta by dt square. If opposition torque due to dash part, then your equation is equal to B into d theta by dt. Whenever opposition is a spring, Tk equal to K into theta. These are the three equations we should remember while we are solving the problems regarding to the mechanical rotational systems. As per here ఇక్కడ చూస్తే మనం ఒక సైడ్ వాల్ కి అటాచ్ చేసాము, ఇంకో సైడ్ రెండు సైడ్స్ ని ఫ్రీ చేసాము. In the same way spring కూడా both sides free అయినప్పుడు, suppose if the spring will be located like this, the applied force is T, and due to T this side displacement theta 1 and this side displacement theta 2. If it will be like that, then as per Newton's second law, the applied force T equal to the opposing force Tk, and if theta 1 greater than theta 2, if you feel like that, as per it's just like a phenomena of nodal analysis. మీరు nodal analysis లో ఎలాంటి phenomena follow అవుతారో the same thing. So if theta 1 greater than theta 2, then your equation equal to k into theta 1 minus theta 2. If theta 1 less than theta 2, if theta 1 less than theta 2, then T equal to Tk equal to k into theta 2 minus theta 1. Okay, hope you are clear about these two things. These three formulas you should remember. Okay, ఎందుకు ఇది డిస్ప్లేస్మెంట్, ఎందుకు డాష్ పార్ట్ ఓన్లీ డైరెక్ట్లీ ప్రపోర్షనల్ విత్ వెలాసిటీ, ఎందుకు మాస్ అనేది ఓన్లీ డైరెక్ట్లీ ప్రపోర్షనల్ విత్ యాక్సిలరేషన్ అనేది మనం ప్రీవియస్ క్లాసెస్ లో డిస్కస్ చేసాం. హోప్ దిస్ వీడియో will clear several doubts on the mechanical rotational systems. Still, if you have any doubts after seeing this video, you can post any message to my WhatsApp or mail ID. I will try to clarify that. The next video I will create regarding to the problems of mechanical rotational systems. Thank you guys.